When I'm in the middle of my breakfast.
Well, if you only eat 2 slices of crisp bread, then it's hardly a major interruption, is it?
Well,
Of course, if when the doorbell rang, you hurriedly shoved a plate of egg, bacon, tomato and sausage into the bread bin, then that would be more serious.
How did you know?
Smell. I can sniff out congealing fat from 40 yards.
It was all that food yesterday at Simon Field's wedding. It set me off again.
I know the feeling.
Oh, it was nice, though. A really nice day. Everyone pretended they liked each other. And God knows I've been to weddings where the vicar turned up with a riot shield. That's the thing about Simon, though. He's always so pleasant. It puts everyone else in a good... Oh, sorry, am I putting you off my breakfast? I'd hate to think you might choke on a lovingly frying Guernsey Tom.
You have to understand that this is no ordinary breakfast. Apart from its unusual quality of having one previous owner, I have also decided that it is a celebration breakfast. On account of something wonderful's happened to me.
You got off with that chap from the catering company?
Joyce, not everything wonderful is connected with sex.
I didn't say it was, but I'd give anything to see what he's got in his fridge.
My decree nisi has come through.
It's all over?
Well, it will be in 6 weeks. Finally, expensively, irrevocably over. What's the matter?
That's a divorce?
Well, it's just the paperwork. You have to do a lot of biting, kicking and scratching beforehand. Of course, it's better than it used to be in the old days. Then you had to bite, kick, scratch and get off with the man from the catering company. Why?
Well, it's just so pathetic. That's all you get?
Well, I did ask for the commemorative tea service, but they only do sweatshirts. What do you mean, pathetic?
Oh, Sheila, it's not much, is it? I mean, look at Simon Field's wedding. Surrounded by all his friends, little bits of ribbon tied to a huge rented car, beautiful reception afterwards. I just don't think it's right that all that can be reversed with a little scrap of paper. That's what I get when they threaten to cut the gas off. Look, I know you and Ramo didn't always get on, but you spent a good part of your lives together. You had a child, you made plans. That's an insult to so many good memories. So, who's next? Well, look on the bright side. Now you've dumped him, you can sink your teeth into anyone you like.
Joyce, have you ever been probed for intelligent life? I'm single again, free for the first time in... Hang on, this is an appallingly long time. Do you realise I've been out of circulation almost as long as the Sunday Pictorial?
Look, you're still young. Good enough for another whip round the block. And we all know Jonathan's been sniffing around.
Joyce.
And don't say you haven't sniffed back. I've seen your nostrils hoovering when he comes in the room.
That is not the point. I've waited a long time for this, and I want to savour it.
You can savour it with Jonathan.
I want to savour being one person again. All of a sudden, I feel quite up.
You can feel up with Jonathan.
Joyce.
Oh, look, you've got to face it. He won't hang around forever. You must understand that Jonathan's a very eligible man. He's attractive. Still quite young. He's healthy. Vigorous. I might need someone who's got a dog.
Well, if it's an old dog, do you mind if I go on ahead? You'll probably have a lot to talk about.
It's my knee. All of a sudden, it's gone a bit stiff and it clicks. I mean, I used to play rugby, so I wonder if the cartilage is gone.
Jonathan, when was the last time you played rugby?
Well, let's go...
If it jogs your memory, Lloyd George died in 1945.
It's quite painful.
OK, roll up your trouser leg and hop on that.
What, here?
I'll try not to look like I'm fondling it.
I just find it strange you coming into work the morning after your wedding. I mean, gone is the time when Grace and I look forward to a lazy day in bed together, She now seems rather more fond of making yoghurt. But even we snuggled up under the covers the first day of our marriage.
So did we. You know, snuggle up last night. Yes, and that seemed enough, did it? I'm not discussing things like that with you.
My dear fellow, we're simply trying to find out what's gone wrong. Maybe we can offer some friendly advice.
Also, we've had a sweepstake, and I've got £10 riding on physical incompatibility. Nothing has gone wrong. We planned it this way. We're having our honeymoon in September.
Sheila, you've got to make up your mind what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
I already have. I'm going to enjoy it. Good morning.
I'm sorry?
I said good morning, and it is actually a wonderful morning. Although I'm surprised you're not somewhere else having an even better one.
Can anyone else smell sausages?
Well, what do you reckon?
Oh, we'll have it x-rayed. You won't find much.
So? No. What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's just tired.
Tired?
Jonathan, that leg's been humping you around for years. Up and down stairs, over hills, round golf courses.
Ruth, it doesn't take an orthopaedic surgeon to tell me what legs do. We've all seen them thrashing away. I want you to tell me what's wrong with this one.
It's fed up with it. It's crying out, get him off me. I mean, you're not fat, but you're no featherweight. You lift one leg off the ground, the other one thinks it's been grafted onto a bullock.
It's never complained before.
Jonathan, don't you ever look down and think, my God, those are the same legs I had when I was 17?
Yeah.
All those years back?
Yeah.
If I were a coffee table, they'd have dropped off by now.
So what have I got? Dry rot?
You've got aches and pains, same as anyone else your age. Some get them in the back, some get them in the feet. Some get them in the back, the feet, the neck, the elbows, the knees, and the prostate.
What do you mean? Anyone else my age?
No one's 17 forever. If you want proof, try playing rugby now. By half-time, you won't have the strength to suck a lemon. And by full-time, you'll either be stuck permanently in the scrum position or dead. Or perhaps both. Sorry, it's all downhill from now on.
My God, I'm getting old. Sheila! Do we have to have that racket?
No, I can do you a very nice rumpus by Mozart. Or perhaps you prefer something irritating by Chopin. Or could I tell you the good news I got this morning?
No, thank you.
Oh. Anybody noticed the busy Lizzies are out on the top road? Another summer bursting into life all around us.
Cobblers. The busy lizards on the top road do not burst into life. They hang around nervously under the weeds and poke their heads out when the rain stops. They get stamped on by horses, children and council workers planting keep off the grass signs. If they're out now, they'll be all scrunched up by 4:30.
Oh, well, that's knackered that conversation. Anything you'd prefer to talk about? Clinical depression, the Black Death, the good news I got this morning? By the way, Giles, I've decided to try out your wonderful idea.
Idea?
Yes, you know, the one I shot down in flames on Friday. I think I quite like it after all. Prep, please.
Oh, that one. Well, I'm not sure it was really that good.
Nonsense! You may not be a fountain of ingenuity, but every now and again something interesting forces its way past your stop nozzle. A lot of people say that about you.
I just think it might not be the right moment.
Nonsense, it's the ideal moment. Dr. Haslam is obviously as ratty as a tramp steamer's bilge. I think your idea might be the ideal remedy.
Well, it wasn't really my idea. Someone else actually mentioned.
Michael, would you mind?
Mind what? No, George. Busy this morning?
Don't ask, old boy. Registrar's off job hunting. List of operations as long as your arm. Mind you, one galvanised oneself into action, knocked off half a dozen.
You've done 6 operations already.
No, old boy, cancel them. One must have the odd quiet moment to oneself.
Yes, quite. What the? Sheila, I cannot work with that row going
I
on.
find it very relaxing.
Well, it's giving me neuralgia. What's on next, though? Keep coking.
Jonathan, just because you're
in a bad mood. I just can't stand that music.
All right, Michael.
Thank you.
If you turn the tape over, I think you'll find Wagner's Ring on the other side.
Absolutely disgraceful. How anyone could be expected to get work done with that. Jonathan, were you responsible for that din? No, I think it was Tito Gobby.
I've never heard anything like it.
Quite outrageous. Joyce! Look! About Sheila.
It's all right, I know everything.
Oh.
Now listen, I think it's time you made your big move.
Move?
Time is short. If you don't get a move on, you'll be booking your honeymoon through Saga.
Honeymoon?
Why not? Now that Sheila's divorce is coming through. You didn't know? So what did you come barging in here for?
Joyce, don't listen to a word they say.
My good woman, I've nothing against music. I myself have a large collection of Semprini, which I play non-stop unless the cat joins in. But I do not listen to them in my theatre whilst flushing out patients' sinuses.
Classical music is therapeutic. I was using it to relieve some tension.
The 1812 Overture?
Well, that was a mistake. I didn't know it was on the tape.
There are cannon firing down that corridor. At least 3 porters went home with shell shock.
If something isn't done, I shall be forced to take very serious steps.
Like what?
Try the waltz. I think I've got the blue dandy.
Sheila? I'm sorry, I didn't know about,
What?
your divorce.
Oh, well, I told Joyce. She's probably spreading it in alphabetical order. Well, I did try and mention it to you, but you were in such a foul mood. Jonathan, you know Joyce thinks that we should do what Simon Field did yesterday.
Yes, I did rather get that impression.
Well, no, never mind.
What?
No, it's just stupid.
What?
Well, if I were to play a joke on Joyce, would you mind?
A joke? What are you going to do?
Oh, this looks cosy.
And next time you make a pass at me, make sure you wear a cricket box.
Jonathan? Something wrong? I don't know. I've just taken stock of my life. I mean, I've always thought of myself as a happy, content kind of person. Got a nice house, good job. Shares in Telecom, British Gas. Electric Light Company, Old Kent Road, King's Cross Station. Sounds all right. I've got a car that's got a dashboard that looks like mission control at NASA. I've got a lawnmower that does everything but talk to the bloke next door over the fence. So? Well, the point is, they're all things. And all of a sudden, I'm not sure that things are important.
You sound a bit depressed.
Yeah, I am. I can feel it creeping over me. Do you know, I woke up this morning, and for the first time ever, I thought, I really don't fancy getting out of bed.
And me.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Jonathan, I've asked Michael to send for the next patient.
Okay.
No, that would be, oh yes, Mr. Merrick.
You're wearing a dress.
Oh, yes. Couldn't find any trousers my size.
George, did you bring them?
Yes. I rather thought this might go down a storm.
Wonderful.
Morning.
Morning. Sister, would you tell Michael I will need the armrest for Mr. Merrick? Where is Charles Peake?
He's in Theatre 7 having a plaster cast torn off his leg.
Plaster. Plaster cast?
Well, the orthopaedic registrar found out it was his idea to play music in theatre. So, a small gang with a plaster trolley jumped him outside the sluice room.
That's outrageous. Who told them? I didn't tell anybody.
No, it's quite a mystery, really.
I would just like to say that I will never again give you and Jonathan the benefit of my advice.
Joyce, it was a joke.
A joke? If he'd been wearing false teeth, they'd have landed in Hartlepool.
As a matter of fact, Jonathan thought it was quite funny.
Oh, good. Well, from now on, I am keeping totally quiet, except to say this. If there's one couple I'd like to see walking down the aisle together, it's you and Jonathan.
Joyce!
But at the rate you're going, there's one couple who's going to get there before you. And that's Richard and Jeremy in the Path Lab. You're wearing a dress.
Yes?
Well, you don't wear dresses, you wear trousers.
Well, unlike Richard and Jeremy, I can chop and change.
You sly old bag, you're on the hunt.
Joyce!
Now listen, don't expect too much at first. He's definitely got the hots, but if you get too overbearing, you'll spoil everything. So you just play it nice and cool and then...
Yes, thank you.
Clip. Thank you. If it makes you feel any better, Giles, your idea about playing music during operations is not original. Professor Whitestone does it all the time at the Foley Clinic. Diathermy?
Mind you, he weighs about 17 stone.
So?
Well, if they're going to plaster one of his legs, they'd need 6 blokes in a dumper truck.
Yes. Anyway, it's quite common practice. Heart surgery, valve replacement. Any situation where tension could cause the surgeon to make mistakes. Of course, if other members of the staff object. Diathermy.
Code 4.
Sheila, I just didn't like that particular music.
I understand. I mean, it's only the greatest baritone on the face of the earth this millennium. I should have brought some Roger Whittaker.
Look, if you want to play something, I don't mind. I was a bit grumpy yesterday. If you want to play something, go ahead.
Fine. Michael?
I don't mind.
I'm not asking if you mind. I'm trying to get you to plug the cassette in.
Oh.
What exactly have we got today?
Elgar.
Oh, I thought that was a racehorse.
Well, keep the volume down. I think it was a shade loud yesterday. I think you'll find this quite low-key. Romantic, even.
Oh, now that's more like it.
Yes, it's quite,
Good. Now, sister, I'm afraid I'm going to need you round here for a while.
Right, you'll be fine on your own, just concentrate.
I think you'll find us quite a relaxed bunch. Where the hell is that coming from?
I think it might be Mr. Copeland.
This is supposed to be a hospital. Patients do not expect to hear a musical illiterate strangling a trumpet halfway up the corridor.
I see, whereas Benjamino Gili pops in all the time, one assumes.
Joyce, I wish you'd say something.
I think it would be a good idea if everyone stopped playing music completely.
Oh. All right.
Just like that.
What?
Surely you're going to argue, kick up a stink.
Oh, what's the point?
Well, the point is that we still have Rocking Rod's rebel rousers in reserve.
And I have to say, I wasn't exactly champing at the bit to hear that.
No.
I can tell you someone who is champing at the bit.
How do you mean?
What a marvellous meal.
Yeah, not bad, was it? Do you want to come in for a bit? Brandy, peach liqueur, red wine.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, you can't drink. You've got to drive me home.
I don't know. Plus, I got champagne. French.
No, really. Enough's enough.
Oh, fine. Well, we'll just, settle down on the sofa, have a chinwag. I've left the heating on. Sheila?
Jonathan, what on earth is the matter with you? I've said no in every way possible, bar Arabic. I want to go home.
Now?
When did you have in mind? Next vernal equinox?
Put things in. Especially.
Yes, enough booze to paralyse a mammoth. Is this some ploy to get me senseless on a scatter rug? I want to go home. I do not want to come in. I do not want 2 gallons of peach liqueur shoved down my throat. I do not wish to chin wag, arm wag, or leg wag. And if you do not get into this car and drive me home, I shall stand on the bonnet and scream at the top of my voice.
For God's sake, Sheila, get it.
Jonathan, if I misinterpreted things...
No, that was me. Champing at the bit obviously means different things to different people.
What I mean is, if I got the wrong idea,
Oh, no. You were dead right. My front room was totally decked out for seduction. Champagne, scatter rugs, stereo arm poised over a Vels bolero.
Nonsense. Anyway, all that back there was really just a joke.
A joke?
Yes. Well, I got some champagne in myself. After work. I rather planned we might come back here for a nightcap. If you'd like one.
Sheila, I cannot stop the night. And that is final.
Now, don't give me everything. Just tell me the sordid details.
Joyce, nothing happened.
Nothing.
Jonathan's a very nice man, but underneath that cool exterior, all I found is the other 4/5 of the iceberg.
Take it she's told you.
Who?
Sheila, that last night, what happened?
No. What happened?
Nothing. George, Sheila's a terrific woman, but when it comes to, she's totally cold.
West.
If anyone's interested, Charles brought in a tape this morning.
No, I didn't.
Tape?
Oh, it's just an old one. I'm sure it's not very good.
Well, I'd like to hear it.
Sheila, you know what Joyce said?
I would like to hear some music. I've got some tension that I need to relieve.
Where is it?
Oh, I think I left it in.
I've got it.
Oh, it's just an old one I found in a drawer. I don't really have many tapes. I'm not even sure what's on it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.